News! Shiny Taemin smoking picture, electronic cigarette, and billiard room with bulletproof boys Jimin.
If you guys would like to discuss this topic or any topic in real time, there's a link down below because Steph is streaming on Twitch. You can download the Twitch app and hang out with everyone, listen to K-pop music, and discuss whether or not what we're about to say is actually... A photo has surfaced on the internet recently of bulletproof boys Jimin hanging out with Taemin, and Taemin is puffing on an e-cigarette or a vape. However, there is a lot more to this story that we are uncovering as we sit here and film this. Care to explain?
Well, I was looking through articles about this, and I noticed one thing kept happening, and that was it looked like the vape was being sponsored. Like the vape was sponsoring the article and not the way around. The way that they were describing the vape, the way that they're showing photos of it, it's not like one of those cigarette pictures that you see K-pop idols using where they're smoking and they're like, oh my gosh, they're smoking. No, this was like, this vape is specially designed to use actual tobacco versus the regular liquid nicotine or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a vape bro. But clearly Jimin is.
Well, no, Taemin, not
Taemin! Oh my gosh.
After she brought this to my attention, I did a little bit of research myself, and I found another photo of Onu hanging out with the girl and puffing on a vape, which leads me to believe that SHINee as a group is being sponsored by a vape company or an e-cigarette company, and not the fact that they all just smoke freely on their own wherever in public because they like it. I mean, it's possible that that's the case, but it's more probable that they're being paid to vape. I mean, how do you see this? Do you think that they're being paid to vape? I mean, it's possible that they are, or do you really think that they all love vaping? There's more than one member of SHINee is just vaping away.
Vaping is technically supposed to be better than actually smoking cigarettes. And it's very common in Korea and very inexpensive to smoke cigarettes. And as we were leaving Korea, vaping was becoming popular, and it is popular. I know here in the US, Vape Bro is definitely a big thing, and vaping is popular.
Vape Nation.
Yeah.
Do you think they're being sponsored, or do you think they just vape, like the whole group vapes?
Well, I didn't see this photo, so I don't know if he's using the same type of vape as the other guy. Are they both using the same vape? Are they publicly taking more photos? We found
well, there's possible
photos.
that the company does the liquid and not the actual vaping apparatus, and it's also possible they make more than one vaping machine.
This wouldn't be so unheard of in Korea, especially because alcohol, you can have sponsors, and celebrities do sponsor things like soju. So
G-Dragon sponsors beer, for sure, even though you never really see him drinking beer himself. He's all over Korea on posters drinking beer. And you don't really associate beer with idols, even though he's probably paid a lot of money to be sponsored by it.
Well, I wasn't thinking G-Dragon, and I'm not going to make the claim that G-Dragon is sponsored by beer at all, but...
Oh, he totally is.
But I can tell you in Korea that such things like this are commonly seen on the street. This is soju. This is not sponsored. This was brought to us by our Korean friends. Let me clear the condensation off. But that is IU looking very young and girly.
It's fuzzy. You hold it back here. It's definitely IU though.
Yeah.
So she's definitely getting paid. Like, she's not doing that for free.
No, she's getting paid to sponsor soju. So somebody getting paid to sponsor a vape would not be so surprising to me.
Except they have to suck on it and be part of that whole crowd too. And if they're the type of people that don't like the smoke, it doesn't make sense that you would see them smoking unless they're being paid for it. In any regard, the reason why this is controversial is because Jimin was spotted with Taemin while they were playing pool. There's a fuzzy photo floating around the internet of Jimin apparently having a night off or doing whatever, and Taemin is puffing on a vape. So this has got people outraged because even though Jimin is an adult, he can do what he wants and make his own decisions, and he's not smoking, and that's fine. And no one's judging the SHINee members for smoking. People are upset that Jimin's hanging out with Taemin, and maybe that's a bad choice on his part.
He can make whatever friends he wants.
Do you think it's hurting his health though, hanging out and being in the atmosphere where people are vaping?
Not necessarily. There's a lot more toxic environments that he can be in and around as an adult, and billiard halls, if Taemin is vaping, then that's certainly better than billiard halls whenever I lived in Korea, because they were full of smoke smoke and cigarette smoke, and you were definitely getting secondhand smoke just walking past them.
And they were just starting to outlaw smoking in certain restaurants, and it was not mandatory, I don't think. It was voluntary, so certain restaurant owners were deciding, oh, okay, we want a smoke-free atmosphere. But actually, you're gonna drive people away in Korea if you don't allow smoking in your restaurant, especially if it's a large restaurant, because so many people smoke. And so it kind of makes sense for Shiny to cash in on this. I mean, it's really interesting. No, I mean, sponsorship is one thing, but smoking sponsorship is not really expected from idols. That's all.
And I don't want to say that they definitely have a smoking sponsorship, but the article that I saw was definitely sponsored by an e-cigarette.
And the conversation is indeed intriguing. Who gives a shit if they smoke? We don't care. I just, like, didn't even think when we saw this, we thought, oh, wow, let's talk about Jimin and Taemin with the vape, but it turned into this other thing we weren't expecting.
Well, I'm glad that Taemin is vaping versus regular smoking, which he's been doing for years.
There's a lot of people that would say all of it's bad, and so he shouldn't for his health, but I agree with you. Comments, you guys. What are you saying about this? Click the like button while you're down there. Thank you for supporting us here at HallyuBack. Click the bell for notifications. Check out the link to K-Gown. Don't forget to subscribe for more HallyuBack news. That's it. We're out of here. Hasta luego.
Bye!